Hello, everyone, and welcome to our second live stream session of the season. Good evening, everybody, and thank you for those who are tuning in from Asia. Very good evening to you. And for we also, I think we have a lot of people tuning in from other parts of the world. All right, a good day to you. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Now, before I start, let me introduce myself again. I'm Alvin, your host for tonight, and together with me here, I have my co-host for our live stream session. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, good morning, afternoon, and good evening to everyone in the world. My name is Chester, and I will be the co-host for the live stream.
Yes, actually, we've started our live stream series last week. That was our first episode last week, and tonight we're continuing the momentum. And our live stream is all about sharing different stories that inspire you, that motivates you, and also about sharing the knowledge that they get. So every week we will have different lineup of guests to come up and to actually explain their journey in Prive as well as in the networking industry. Okay, they all have their unique journeys, they all have a different challenges and stories, and I believe that everybody will be able to actually learn from them and actually get inspired from them. Yeah.
Yes, so the guest today is also will share the inspiration story on how they become who they are today as well.
Yes. So I believe, Chester, we do have a lot of people tuning in from other parts of the world on different platforms. So if you're tuning in from our Facebook and from YouTube, you can also leave us some comments and give us some likes and as well as some shares. So Chester, would you like to speak to those who are tuning in from Facebook and YouTube?
Yes, so for everyone who are tuning in Facebook or in YouTube, of course, please make sure to like and subscribe or follow. And of course, don't forget to leave a comment in the live chat box because I will be looking through all the chat box and then I will gather some questions for our guests to ask some question about.
Yes, thank you, Chester. Now, just like last week's live stream, I've mentioned before that March is the month to celebrate women. And with us tonight, we have invited a very special guest to grace our live stream session. Okay, tonight we will have Step Up of Malaysia. Okay, if you remember last week, we have invited Yilan from Malaysia. And tonight, we have invited someone from the country of Philippines. So, okay, tonight's guest is a very humble and incredible woman who has spent so many years supporting her husband's career. Okay, she has given a lot of love to her family unconditionally, while she's always stayed behind the scenes. Okay, always playing the supporting, the nurturing role. Probably people know them as the wife of somebody, a great leader. But let me tell you tonight, okay, she's also a very incredibly talented, strong, and remarkable individual and woman as well. So she's a Ruby Director in Prive International. She's the Dean of Learning in the Prive Philippines WeCare Academy, always making sure that knowledge is being passed on correctly to the whole of Prive family across the world. Now, I believe will be her time to step into the spotlight. Let us welcome her so that she is able to find her own voice and show the world that she's not just the wife of a great leader. Okay, she is a powerful woman in her own right. Let's give a warm welcome to our beloved guest tonight, Faithlyn Grace Demecillo. Welcome.
Welcome, Faithlyn.
Hello, Chester and Alvin. It's my honor and privilege to be your second guest. I'm also the second in the family, so I think that's really just cool. And I would like to also commend our first guest for this live show. And it really encouraged and empowered, inspired many of the leaders. And I'm just so happy to be doing this tonight with the two of you.
Yes, we're also very happy to have invited you that you're able to, like I mentioned, grace our session tonight. And we've also been very proud that we get somebody all the way from the country of Philippines. So if you
All
guys are
right.
tuning in from Philippines, please
Yeah.
give her a lot of love from the Philippines. All right, she's our beloved Ruby director, Faithlyn Grace. So show us some love and show us some support. And don't forget to share our Facebook Live, our YouTube Live to different groups and to the people who knows you. Tonight's session will be all about her story, her journey, and her strength. Okay, you will learn a lot from this woman right here in front of us. Okay, so Faithlyn, let's start with some of the questions. Now, before I do that, Chester, do you have any comments or any things that you would like to share from the Facebook? Any special messages so far that came in
Yeah,
at the
so
moment?
actually we have a lot of people from Malaysia and of course the Philippines. They are all sharing their love. They are all sharing their love. They say hi. They say hi. They are saying hi to you, Pivlin.
Hello,
Yeah.
everybody. Hello, Philippines. Hello, world. Hello, Malaysia.
Wow, the like are all spamming at the moment. Even
Okay.
even Nita is in the live stream at the moment.
Oh, hi, Nita. Hello, everybody.
I hope, Faithlyn, you can feel so much love from all of us around the world, even not just from Malaysia, but from your country, Philippines, and across the world. Everybody is trying to give you support, so you're not alone here. So let us begin our some of the things that we would like to find out more from you. Now, a lot of us, most of us actually know you as the wife of our beloved CTO, Mr. Nathan Demecillo. But beyond that, all right, putting aside that identity of being the wife of CTO Nathan, could you please share with us who is Faithlyn Grace really in its core?
Well, I am a beloved of the Lord. I am a child of God because really I am nothing on my own anymore because I have surrendered my life in exchange for the gift of eternal life. So, really, the life that I'm living is the life of Christ manifesting as Faithlyn Grace, right? But as much as I could, I really don't introduce myself as Faithlyn Grace Demecilio, because of the pressure of the powerful, excellent speaking capability of the CTO. But whenever he's traveling, I support him in his Zoom presentation. So I fill in for him. So I'm able to do that. So it's my way to support, to be a supportive wife. Okay. But as much as possible, I really don't introduce myself as the wife of the CTO. But I am also a fulfilled, blessed mother of
Yes.
7 children. So without their father, their dad Nathan, that wouldn't be possible. So I really cannot, run away from that either. But yeah, so before I got married, I studied film in San Francisco, USA, and I really
Wow.
love to be, doing the script, directing, editing, just behind the scenes. I
Hmm.
really don't want to be in the forefront. I don't want to be in front. But getting married, to my husband really pushed me to the forefront, and to also be a mother to dynamic 7 children who really take up after their father. So it has really pushed me. And in terms of the Philippines, as you mentioned, in terms of Prive International, yes, I am the Dean of Learning, and it is truly a humbling role because Prive International is a global company, and we have awesome professors who are doctors, professionals,
Yes.
industry leaders. So it's really a humbling role for me, but it is my privilege to support the leadership, the management of Prive PH, and at the same time, we're able to also affect the rest of the Prive community. And this
Yes.
is also with the heart of our general manager, PJCC, to educate, professionalize. And so I'm just so happy to be able to support. So I guess, I was pushed to this role. It just shows that I am able, capable, through, of course, the spirit of the Lord that enables me. I just had to be willing. So I'm really just humbled and honored to be filling up all these roles.
I think you are definitely able and actually more than capable of fulfilling all these roles that you've mentioned. We are all witness to the great achievement and the great leadership that you've shown bestowed upon other people. Even when you talk about Dean of Learning, I've recently I've also found out about this We Care Academy in the Pride Philippines, and over there they really do a lot of things to impart knowledge, to share out the correct knowledge, and also to motivate people to let everybody learn more about just the business, the company, the products, and everything. And that's something very commendable, a very good effort being done in the Philippines, and we really would like to replicate it in different other countries as well. So that's something that we really, really commend a lot of effort on the Philippines team for that. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Now, Faithlyn, can you share with us what is your motivation factor and how it has influenced your journey in networking?
Okay, well, first of all, I'm born in a missionary family. So really my parents are really full-time ministers of the gospel. So at a very young age, my eyes were opened, in the and so it has been innate or second nature for me to help, to really help. And together with that is also to educate. So I grew up at a very young age. I saw already my mom doing network marketing because she saw it as a platform to support the ministry, whatever they were doing with their church ministry. So even at 12 years old, I was able to run to Causeway Stockist Center. I don't know if you're aware of the other MLM companies, but at just a very young age, I was already pushed to that because during that time, my parents had to leave for a conference. And so I was already exposed to the two spectrums. Like there is a need, there is a harvestful, and then also how to go about what you need to do as a minister, right? And so I really see network marketing as instrumental because you can help others, but at the same time you're not just the hero, you're not just their savior. You're
Mm.
not, they're not beholden to you. With network marketing, you empower them, you give them the opportunity, you're able to really help them and tap into the abundance that is within each one anyway. So they, because of this platform, we can do that. We can help, we can also educate. Most of the companies that we've been involved with is in health. So it's really a big factor, education, knowledge is really power when you use it. So just like, you don't cure the symptoms, you know the cause, and so you deal with the cause. So something like that. So that has been my motivation, and so it's really more on empowering them. So the good thing also is that it's not, again, it's not a dole out, but it's empowering. And so you can see them live their life to the fullest on their own. You are just there to get them started, in the journey. So it's like, you are helping them, you plant the seed, and then that grows, and then there's fruits in the tree, and then the seed in those fruits, you plant that again, and then it will bear much fruit. My father said that
Mhm.
whoever the first one who invented or came up with the network marketing was really Jesus Christ.
Gee,
He
oh,
discipled and they multiplied. So that's the same concept with network marketing. You teach, train, and empower. And I really like it because as you help more people, you benefit as well, right? So I think that's the motivation factor for me. And of course, there's a place for charity where you really give, that wherein people cannot help, but there's more need out there in the world that people just need to find their way, a source of living, so to speak. So I think that those are the motivations for me to be able to help, at the
yeah,
same time, educate them, to get them empowered, and that will continue. They will
yeah.
they will teach that way of doing business. They will teach that. So that's it. When I'm able to see people to get to the next level of their life, or simply enjoy life
Yeah.
with their
Life.
family, able to
Uh-huh.
travel, or even just eat food wherein before they're not able to do that. They're able
Yeah.
to enjoy the little pleasures of life. And you didn't do that. They did. Of course God did that, but they did that for their family. And
True.
it's really great. You benefit as you help more people. So it's really it's a very good cycle. So I think that's a great motivation from seeing people who were not really nothing, but to see them step into their
Getting to
potential,
somewhere. Yes.
and then
Yes.
they help other people. So I think that's a great motivation for me to be able to help, but knowing that I can be limited if it's just me, then with this amazing platform and opportunity,
Yeah.
then it's unlimited.
I think you said it best that what you find very nice in this networking industry is like you like helping and developing people and actually seeing them growing from somebody who probably had nothing or not much starting on, and eventually they grow and they have start to have more and more, and these are the things that they earn it themselves, and these are the
Yeah.
things that, like you mentioned, is like planting a seed and seeing it finally grow, and that's a very satisfying thing to do in the network industry. So, Faithlyn, as somebody who has actually been, you've mentioned you've been exposed to the networking industry for so many years. Besides all these things that's really motivating you, what are the things that really attracted you most in the networking industry, or you really find satisfying? What are the things that would give you a lot of satisfaction in this industry?
Well, yeah, aside from helping the people, well, in 20, almost 22 years since we got married, we've always been in network marketing. That's been our livelihood. And although we've had, tough challenges, and for a time, actually, we really don't want to be doing network marketing anymore. There are traumas, some challenges, but I can say that this is still the best way of living, doing a business or livelihood, because it has no discrimination. You can start with a small capital, big capital. You can start with whatever. You can allow people to start with whatever academic status or level they have achieved, whatever their social circle is. And the
Yes.
thing is, it's not limited. It's not limited to your social circle. You open up. So they open up their own social circle. And so your network, right, expands.
Mm-hmm.
So without this platform, I don't think that's possible. They can be big fans, or they can just like you, whatever, but through this platform, your own network expands. So it's equal playing field. You can start like us. We used to travel a lot also when we just got married, like almost every year we were in another city, another province. But this platform allows you to have that time, and it's not bound. Time freedom. And as we say in our business, right, it's seamless. So it's seamless. So it's without border. So I think that's what I really like about this industry.
Okay, I think you also said something which is very inspiring. I think these are the things that you find really, really satisfying in this industry, and that's something that's very unique to the networking industry. So I think that's why a lot of people are also very excited when they come into this industry after probably they're here for just a short while, or they're here for many years, but they stay on because of the thing that about nurturing people and actually helping somebody to be somebody else, or building somebody up from nothing. So that's something very interesting about the industry. Yeah.
Yes, definitely is very interesting. Now, in this networking career, what were some of the biggest challenges that you have to face?
Well, yeah. So, well, the deal breakers were, when promises are not kept, when they say something and then they don't deliver, and your reputation is on the line. You're the one presenting, sharing the opportunity, and then they don't deliver, right? Or they change the game while the game is being played. So they change the rules of the games, they change the system. That's what I like about Prive International. We changed, but they added more, right? But in our experience, sometimes they change the game while the game is being played. And one of the most terrible ever is when the company closes while you're still actively doing the business. So those are
That's a
just some.
terrible one.
Yeah, it's really crazy. Like, they say that you need to take care of your name. But because we are in this industry, so whatever you're sharing, that is already you. It's like you're saying it firsthand, right? So anyway, but for me, the worst thing, okay, this is the worst thing ever, is the falling out in relationships. That one for me is the worst. So because network marketing is a relational marketing, so you really develop. Okay, okay, I muted my phone, but it's still getting through. Excuse me, but yeah, it's relational marketing, right? So you really develop a relationship with the people. But because we are all independent, they are not your employees, right? So you don't have a hold on anybody. If there's another opportunity that they like, if they have an offer somewhere, for whatever reason, they choose to go to another company. So now you stop working with one another, you stop relating with one another. Then, you don't interact. But, so it really has a pinch to my heart. I'm not, unlike the CTO, he's like, he's close to everybody immediately. He's friends with everybody immediately. For me,
Yeah.
I am so selective because I want to keep the relationships that I have.
Mhm.
But, as much as we want to say one Prive, one team, one family, the reality is that this is a business. So this is really a business relationship. So we should not have the same expectation, right? Same expectation, or we don't put the same value as we do in our family. So our family is our family, our colleague is our colleague, right?
Yes.
Our team is our team, but it's not. But we still see Prive International, Prive One Family in a way that when whatever we do, we think for the good or benefit of everybody in
Yep.
that, right? So
Yes.
whatever you do, when you represent the company, you think that this is family business. What's for the good of everybody in that respect. So that way we can say that we are one Prive, one team, one family. But the reality is, don't get too attached. I'm still learning it myself. But
Mm-hmm.
also, I also want to say that if not because of this industry either, I will not have, known or get acquainted with amazing, wonderful people. So that's really the toughest part for me. But still, you have to take the good with the
And the
not.
bad. Not
Yeah,
so
so
good. Yeah.
for me, those are the things, the most challenging part of doing this business.
Okay, very well said. Like you mentioned, one of the very, I do agree with you. A lot of people, probably the one of the most challenging thing in this industry is about, like you mentioned, the fallout relationship. You may be very close to this person at one point, then maybe due to certain reasons, there might be a fallout between them. But it depends on how we actually manage our relationships, how we actually deal with people. I believe that if we deal with people sincerely from the heart, I'm sure they will be able to feel it, and they will be able to resonate with the same comfort, same love, and the same energy as well. So do you
Yeah, we just
like you
miss them
mentioned?
sometimes. We just miss
Yes.
them at events.
Yeah. So of all these challenging things that's happening in this industry, what keeps you motivated to move forward? Let's say you do have to endure or face these challenges of this relationship or fallout of relationship between people. Now, how do you manage it, or what keeps you motivated to just move forward, or do you try to mend it, or what way do
Yeah,
you do? Yeah.
actually, yeah. It's really it's like nothing personal, but for me, what keeps me here and moving forward is the mission. The mission, the company and the team. So the mission, we've had this mission like more than 10 years ago, with the awareness about the silent killers, the EMF, radiation, and everything. So we were providing the part of the solution for that, which is the quantum products. And now, 10 years after, we have this 10.0. So I think it's a continuation of that mission, and it's a worthwhile mission. So as long as the company is here, you know the platform is here, the vehicle is here, we will
Yeah.
keep on promoting, we will keep on educating, and this is business as mission. So as long as the world is not yet saturated, and it will never be, as long as there's still a house that doesn't have the itera care.
Yeah.
So the itera care, of course, is just our entryway, but it is really a worthwhile mission, especially we are in the age of frequency. So it's as long as the mission continues, the company is here to allow us to continue with the mission, and especially our team members. So from our upline, special shout out to my amazing sponsor, Gloria Quaresma. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday,
Yes,
Gloria.
amazing. It's amazing for me because our upline, Gloria and Benjamin Quaresma, they can really retire already, right? They can
True.
be comfortable, they can retire with everything, but you can see that they're still moving forward, pushing forward, trailblazing, creating new markets, new
New
lines. So
new
as
lines.
long as the company is here, our amazing company is here, our team members, our direct partners are here, direct upline and direct partners are here, and the mission is not yet finished, then we will continue. But there are really times that I want to quit, but something or someone, will there something will happen that I am forced for good to stay longer and longer and continue. And I see that it is actually God that keeps us here, right? So we stay in Prive, and as long as the company is here, as long as the mission is not yet accomplished, as long as our team members are here, it's all in the sovereignty of God. And I believe that as long as we are aligned with the purpose and intention of God for man, I believe His grace will keep us here moving forward, and we can get through any storm. So
True.
it's still the sovereignty of God, but for me, it's really the mission. So there's still a purpose for doing this.
Yes. Great. Great.
Wow, we just noticed today is actually the Crown Ambassador Gloria's birthday. So she's actually in the live stream at the moment. She just shared some comment as well,
It's
alongside
really
with a
an
lot of
honor for me
Filipino
that we are
members.
having this tonight because it's her birthday. It's so memorable, remarkable. I really didn't want to do this interview, but now I feel so tickled in my heart that I'm doing this on her special day. So happy birthday to our first Crown Ambassador and our direct sponsor, Gloria Quaresma.
Yes.
Yeah,
Happy birthday from
she
Tribe
also
Malaysia as well. Yep.
she also
Chester.
commented the latest comment from our Facebook Live, which is from Gloria herself, saying like "love you."
I love you too.
All right. So of course, everyone, please, if you have any question, you guys can leave it to the in the comment section, and later I will look it through. Now, continuing with the live stream. So, could you share how Pride has impact your health, your professional life, or your personal journey?
Okay, so now we are already in the health. Okay. So Well, it has really pushed me to be in the forefront. You know, as I said, I would rather be supporting, be in the background support, the unsung hero, but it has really pushed me to the forefront where I would, otherwise would not choose or have the initiative to present myself, to be behind the scene, unmentioned, unnoticed. Whenever I see I see the cameraman already. I run from them. So most of the materials, I'm not there. But it has really, as our direct upline said, it has pushed you to some sort of leadership, or somehow, for me, forefront. It might not be leadership, but forefront. So that's how it has impacted me. So yeah, the only one I wanted people to notice was just my husband. But in a way, it has allowed me to see that it's possible as long as you're willing. And of course, I have leaders and people that see my capability, that I am able. And so I am able to be in a level that otherwise it's like I am not. It's not that I'm not cut out for it, but I don't have the qualification for that. But Prive International allowed me to serve in those capacities. So I just feel so honored, and I most especially I'm able to interact with different people, different quirks, different, you know, uh characteristics, different nationalities. So that's how. And also, in terms of, the network marketing, Prive International, because before, you cannot get these top leaders from other networking companies. But with Prive International, the product, the opportunity was just so amazing that the top uplines in other companies have become our partners. And so for me, it was a privilege for me to see them, how they work firsthand. Oh, that's why they are always the top earners in their company, because this is how they do business. So that is how Prive International has really made an impact for me. So in terms of the health, you know, uh, because of, I think I'm jumping already to the health, if I have, health conditions and etc. So
Oh, it's fine. You can also talk about like because we would also like to know like how has Prive helped you with your health condition? Any health condition that you're managing, you can talk about share about how Prive has actually impacted your health as well.
yeah. So, well, I had a car accident when I was like, I think that's like 19 years ago, and I was pregnant with a baby. So I had a car accident, and then I had some medical procedures, like I had a cesarean section. So I had all this anesthesia. Then I had other traumatic experiences, traumas in life. In short, my brain is not functioning as it used to when I was younger. My brain is not functioning the way that I want it to function. But of course, I didn't allow that to be limiting me. But all these opportunities to serve here in Prive International, I just do it. I didn't allow it to limit, to be. I didn't allow it to define who I am. I just did it, and of course, I'm so happy to hear that, although the standard is this high for the CTO, but because of my challenges, I'm able to just share it the best that I could. And it also encourages and inspires others. They're saying, if Dean Faithlyn can do it, I can do it. Right? So so the standard is so low, but actually it also worked out for the good. When I was younger, my standard was so high. But now, because of these challenges, you know what? My memory is not so good. The words escape me, but it doesn't keep me from doing what I need to do. And of course, that's why I'm so happy and so excited when I learned that our iTerra Care doesn't just help with the circulation, but even the micro circulation for the brain. So this
Yes.
is very, very good for the brain. So guys, did you even notice that? I don't think you guys notice it, but really it really has helped me, I think, significantly plus the fact that I was pushed to all these roles where, again, I had to fill in for CTO and even be the dean of learning.
I'm sure, even though you just mentioned CTO Nathan is like the standard is so high, you are definitely not just halfway. You are definitely at least 80, 90% or even at par with our beloved CTO
Good
Nathan.
thing
Don't
he's
worry
still
about that.
sleeping. Good thing he's
Yeah.
still sleeping
I
in
think he's
Mexico.
still sleeping, so
Yeah,
I'm
he's
sure
got
yeah, he's
no
not able
violent
to.
reactions.
Yes, he wasn't able to join our live, I believe, because he's in Mexico at the current time. And so, nevertheless, I believe he is going to be very proud and very comforted that you are also sharing tonight. I'm sure he'll be very pleased and to hear you share your story. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I also want to add, how Prive impacted your personal journey. Can I share
Oh,
more?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, sure,
So,
sure.
what? It's really been a challenge that he's always traveling. And
Mm-hmm.
most of the time, he really doesn't message me, call me. I really miss him so much, but that's how he works. He is so focused in the now where he is. And so personally, it also has helped me, this challenge, because it allowed me to look within, and I really, at the beginning, I'm like, hey, you're not calling me. Hey, you're not texting me. But later on, we just want peace, right? But still, there's that longing as a wife. You're longing for your husband. But it helped me to accept that this is the moment of my husband to be there, and that is his now. So I turn to God. I cry. Sometimes I really cry. Lord, feel this voice in my heart. Feel this. I'm missing this is really, just being authentic, being true as
Yes,
a
being true to your
woman.
feelings. Yes.
Yeah, so I have two options. I close my heart, I make my heart harden so that I don't miss him, or I just accept. And so I allowed God, I prayed, and then it allowed me to realize things about myself, to go on a personal journey. And so it has also helped me a lot, the
Mm-hmm.
distance, the separation. And I'm just so happy that I had this opportunity to finally see myself from when I was younger up to now, and understand myself. So I think in that way, the personal side of me, it has also somehow helped me.
Yes, I believe, like we mentioned, CTO Nathan will be very, although we also know that he's a very busy man, he's always flying around, and I'm sure he can feel the love from you. And I'm sure, although it sounds like you really miss him, but I do believe he misses you a lot as well when he travels around. So, of course,
Okay.
and you have a lot of love and support from us over here tonight. So, what about your professional life in Prive? Anything you want to share? Probably more about the WeCare Academy or probably in the networking in Prive. How has Prive
Yes.
changed it? Yeah.
Yeah, so in that way, yes, I'm able to relate more to people. When I was younger, I will just be pushing my sister, my husband, everybody except me. But now it has helped me, because I have no more choice. When there are events, if possible, I hide. But yes, it has allowed me to come out and relate with people, and I'm just so encouraged whenever people give me feedback that they appreciate the trainings that I do. Just like, as I always say, even if it's just one person, that's already enough for me to teach, to train. And when I hear those feedback, then I it like removes the the doubts, not just the doubts, but my standard is so high. I have that tendency since I was young. It's like you have to be perfect before you stand in front. You have to be this before you stand in front. But because of this situation, I was pushed, I was propelled. Then I see that the value that it gives to the people. So I think it has shown me what's possible, right? In As you step out, as you are willing, then it showed me what's possible for me.
Yeah. So I think that's like the summary of it. I mean, in Prive, you have been impacting Prive device. The iCare Care device is a magnificent, amazing device that has actually helped your health transformation journey. And even in Prive, you actually, because in Prive, CTO Nathan is always firing around, your husband is always not around, but this is also an opportunity for you to be strong and to be able to take care of the family and help him on the side and to support the children and the family. And I'm sure Mr. Nathan, Kuya Nathan will be very, very
Yeah,
touched
Nathan.
by what you have been doing all these years, right? So, okay.
Yes, I agree with that, Alvin. Nathan will be very proud and at the same time he will be very touched. So aside from that, as we all know, you are a strong, independent woman, a loving wife, and a mother of 7 children. So how do you balance between your career, your family, and of course your personal well-being?
Okay, so in terms of a business network, so we focus on training one leader at a time. So when we are able to already, well, at the beginning stages, we're always almost available. Whenever we have a new leader, we're almost always available. We teach them, train them. Then once they're already good to go, they're empowered, they can fly on their own, then we let them go, and then we can focus, we can have another leader. So that's how we do with the business. But in terms of the family, as you see, I seldom travel, right? I seldom travel, and so I'm home based, so I'm so happy to be able to drive my kids to the school, drive them to their after school activities, and we're able to spend the weekends together. So I'm very happy that I have this privilege, this opportunity to see them grow, their milestones, and really mature right before my eyes, firsthand. So I'm just so privileged and so blessed. But for those times that I have to travel with CTO Nathan, then we have a great support team in the family, and it helps that there's a lot of them, there's a lot of siblings, so it's never lonely, and sometimes
See,
it's a riot when we're not around, right? So it's really never lonely. But that's how we balance our life, our business, our network. So most of the time I will not go, so I'm home based. But for my personal well-being, I really prioritize community schedules, church, community, family schedules. So that's really a priority for me. And it's really of high importance. So that's how I maintain my personal well being as well. So the strength of the community, you're not so alone. And at the same time, you're not a leader. You're like, it's a community. So for me, that's how I also keep my well-being. So I know that not everybody will have this kind of balance, because we differ in priorities or goals. But because in this industry, really, it's not the best model to follow. Okay, because in this industry you need to strike while the iron is hot. So but I'm just so privileged, I'm so blessed that I have this privilege to still be with my family, do the network support at the background. But this is really a personal choice. But if you, for those other people who are, they have high targets, they have high goals, the benefit of that is really the financial breakthrough right now, so that they can have the time freedom later on. So it's really more on the goals, the priorities right now. So And it's a conscious choice for me, that to have that kind of balance. But we are just so blessed that we have our uplines, we have partners who are really, making waves and having this amazing financial breakthroughs. And they are still very loving and supportive of me, especially of us. They are accepting, but you can also see that in this industry, if you have a great goal, big goal, you want to get it now, you can. So I'm so happy to be part of the Prive team that we are in, because their success is also our success. But of course, they're really rooting for us to be crowned ambassador and everything.
Yes.
So I'm just so happy that there is a great support system to push us, but at the same time to support us in what we want.
We are also rooting for you to be the next Crown Ambassador. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Thank
keep it
you.
up. Yes. So I believe Faithlyn, you've also been doing such a great job, an exemplary job actually, in balancing between your career and your family. Like Chester has mentioned, wow, you're mother to seven children, a lot of children, but then you are still taking good care of all of them at the same time. And I believe that's something that's a really commendable on your part as a wife, as a mother, and as a very strong woman business partner. And so much more in Pride International. I believe right now we also have from the comments, we also have a very special message left to you. So right now I do have one video that I would like to play to the other people. So let's take a look at this video. And I know, Faithlyn, you're not able to look at the Facebook at the same time, so we'll be sending the video to your phone. So please look at your WhatsApp. We'll be sending a video message that we just got. We just received a very special video. Please take a look at this video.
Hola from Mexico. I'd like to appreciate my dear darling Faithlyn, darling. Thank you so much for being a great mother to our children, to our family. Thank you for being devoted and committed to our relationship and to the your love for God. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for letting us know that you are there for us, your 100% support, your care, and your love for everybody and for our dear children. So I really, really say I love you and I admire you. Thank you so much. Always here for you. And I'll see you very soon. Love you. Bye-bye.
All right, Faithlyn, I'm sure you've seen the video. Please unmute yourself. Um, how do you feel
Bye-bye.
after receiving this video
Uh,
message? A very special,
I don't want to
dedicated.
cry. I'm looking for a tissue. I cannot cry. I'm so cool. He's also wearing red. We didn't talk.
Oh,
So he's
did
also
you
wearing.
guys had a previous discussion to both wear red at the same time?
No, no, and I didn't even tell him that this was pushing through. And I was even
Ah.
telling somebody not to let the CTO know about this.
So for
But
those
I'm
of
so
you,
touched with the message. I'm so
yes,
touched with the message, and it really touches me so much, and affirms me so much. And it's like God saying, "Well done, my good and faithful servant."
yes,
And I really just don't want to cry, but thank you for
okay.
that,
Thank
beloved
you.
CTO.
And
Thank
for those
you.
of you who don't know, that was coming up the video that was our CTO, Mr. Nathan Demecillo, who's currently in Mexico right now, and he wasn't able
Yes.
to join our live stream live, but he recorded a very special video dedication In Mexico, it's actually 14 hours behind us in Malaysia and Philippines time. So right now over there is just about 7 a.m. plus in the morning. So he wasn't able to join us live, but he asked us to actually send this message, a video message, as an encouragement, as a show of support and love to his beloved wife, Faithlyn. So, Faithlyn, any words that you would
You know
like
what?
to
I
share it
would
back
like,
to Mr. Nathan?
yeah, but I mean, before my message, I would like to tell you, I was
Yeah.
really saying no. I was saying no, no, no. Then I asked him. I said, somebody asked me to do this, and I was expecting for him to say, no, no, you're so busy. So I was gonna use that as an excuse. But he said, yeah, go for it. I was like, oh, okay, that was my last straw to say no. But thank you, darling. And did he say he loves me in the video?
Even if
Okay.
you did not mention it, I'm sure he would
I
mean it
don't
in
want to
his
be
heart.
the first one to say, but yes, I love you, darling, with all my heart. I support you, and I'm just so happy for you traveling the world. But just like the children know, they're okay that daddy is always traveling, but it's mommy who's having a hard time. But now I'm just so happy uh, to hear those words from you, darling. And I will keep this recording, and so that whenever I miss you, we have challenging times. I will listen to this. But anyway, thank you so much
So
for your.
not only that, we also have some comments in the Facebook Live as well. So one of the
Flooded with
comments
comments.
from Judy, lovely couple, so proud of you. Our very supportive Dan. Is it?
Any other
And
comments from the Facebook, Chester?
yeah, of course, we have numerous. We have a lot of heart emoji, and then of course some comments. Wow, really sweet. Of course, a lot as well. Many more, mostly are hearts, and of course a lot they say very sweet. What a very sweet couples.
Yeah. Like I mentioned, I'm sure that was the video of recorded by Mr. Nathan, and maybe a lot of you really knows him. Our CTO, Mr. Nathan. But actually, this is Faithlyn, and tonight we're very honored to actually invite Faithlyn to be on our live stream because we believe that Faithlyn also has so much more to share. She's always hiding behind her husband, per se. So tonight is actually a very good opportunity to actually highlight her because she is indeed, after tonight's session, I'm sure you guys will be able to see that she is a strong, independent woman. She is very talented and she has a very good mindset in terms of building her network, in terms of helping people, and she is helping without any selfishness to her heart. And very, very thankful for that. And also, I do have a very special guest joining us tonight. Very surprise guest who we last minute we got a very special guest to grace our event here as well. So, who do we have here tonight, Chester?
So our special guest is actually here with us. So actually, he's beside me at the moment. So let's give a warm welcome to.
Oh,
Hi,
my first
Mom.
joy. Hi, Winona Gale.
Um, Hello, everyone. My name is Winona Gale Ocampo Demecillo. I'm the daughter of CTO Nathan and Dean Faithlyn Grace. And as you all have heard from my mom, she is one of the most selfless and generous people that I know. And she's always quick to help others. And what I really admire about her is that her heart, first and foremost, has always been in the right place. And it's really a privilege and an honor to have grown and been raised by such a loving, selfless mother as you. Behind dad's greatness or everything that he has, mom was always there supporting him and taking care of him and helping him the most. Like she is his biggest supporter. They may not always agree on a lot of things, but she has always been there. She has always been willing to submit. She It's like her full surrender, and even when before this business came on, when we were like not in such a good financial situation, mom always made us feel like we weren't lacking anything. She always made us feel like we were on the top of the world. So yeah, she raised that wonderful, powerful woman raised seven unique, powerful personalities, which the seven of us, the seven children. So it's really not easy being a mom, being a businesswoman, but I think the hardest job is being a mom of seven very powerful, might I even add stubborn children. So it's really like such a wonder to see how she's able to make us all feel individually loved and individually cared for. So, mom, I just want to say I am so blessed to have you as my mom. You are the perfect mother for me and my siblings, and I'm pretty sure many people will agree with me as well when I say you are indeed a woman of God that is full of light and love and care and understanding, and words will never be enough to express it. And I just really want to say, mom, I appreciate everything that you've been doing, all your sacrifice, all the talent, um battles that you're facing, all the sleepless nights, all the nights where you're in tears. You really do a lot for our family, and you really do a lot for everyone else. Like before yourself, you think about like how can I help these people? Do they need this? And it's really something that I admire, and I really look up to you, mom. And I thank you so much for understanding us and for loving us. So yeah, thank you, mom. I love you.
Wow, this is so overwhelming. Thank you, Ate. I love you.
Love you, mom. So we actually she is actually in our Malaysia home office for the few weeks, right? So we luckily she have enough time to come upon to the live stream and give a special surprise to you.
Yeah.
And she created a script just to make sure I don't cry. So to make sure she won't cry and she won't say other things, just to make sure everything is intact, right?
Thank you. Thank you for this, guys. Wow, I'm supposed to inspire people tonight, but it's like it's my birthday. So
You
I'm
do
I,
inspire, mom. You
I'm
inspire us.
so overwhelmed. So thank you for those messages.
I think we're also very thankful for Winona to be joining us tonight. I'm sure these are just a few people who I were able to get in touch with to show you Faithlyn back all the love and the support and the all this comfort that you've been sharing selflessly to other people. And these are only just a few people that we can get on hold. But I'm sure out there are so many more who are so touched by the way that you touch them, the way that you comforted them. And this is not just a few people close to you, but I'm sure there are so many more out there in the world, right? Any
Well, it's
comments
really
from the Facebook,
for this.
Chester?
Yes, we are actually looking at it. Why not you read some from the comments?
Lenny D. Cruz says, indeed, your mom is a selfless person, really.
Of
Wow.
course, we have a lot more. We have also Yilan commented, such a beautiful girl. You know that she has been brought up so well.
To God be the glory.
Wow, this is a long message.
Oh.
Care
Yeah.
to read it?
This one from one of the Facebook comments. There are a lot of good words to say to Miss Caitlin. She is not just a supportive mother and a wife, but also she is very supportive to us, especially in times of challenges when we're starting to do business. She responds as quick as possible, even when it's late at night. Thank you so much, Miss Faith. We love you.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Right, I think that will be all for the comment for now.
Any words that you would like to tell your family or to Winona who's here, who we hijacked over here in Malaysia at the moment?
Yeah, well, I have already accepted that there's a possibility that she will stay there long. I was really surprised when she said she wants to stay there. I was pretty sure that she will come home immediately. But when
Mm.
I got the message that she wants to stay there longer, I was so shocked. So it just shows that she has found a family there in Prive International HQ. So thank you so much. And the Winona, I trust your journey through Prive. And I know that God orders your steps. So I'm just thankful that Prive International is really supportive, even of young people like Winona. So I'm really so proud of her. I just recently saw her work on TikTok. I was so amazed, to put in a lot of those work there. So she has good mentors and good colleagues there. So I love you, Ate. I release
Love you,
you.
mom.
I release you. If God wills for you to stay there longer, well, you are His child, and do good.
Thank you, mom. Love you, mom.
And we will take good care of her while she's still at our home office here in Malaysia. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Finally, Faithlyn, any advice you would like to give to women out there who wish to step out and make a positive impact to the community? Any advice to women out there?
Oh, well, know yourself, accept yourself, know what makes you unique, and contribute from the heart. And even if you're not able to touch or serve everybody, the life that you touch, the person that you help, especially those who really want to succeed, will really make good of the time, the effort that you give them. So it comes back to us in so many ways. So the each person that we're able to help, we're able to touch, whatever they do with that, you know what, it comes back to us. So finally, the power is in your identity. So we don't need, it's not just what we do, but our true power, our true, the energy is from who we are. And then what we do has power. So it's like, what they say, the be, do, have. Know who you are. Know who you are, and your true power is from there. Because it's subjective. We have different personalities, the way we do things, administrative things, how we do things. But each of us, we are powerful. And so as a woman, just like my friend said, you're not just a woman, you are a woman. So even us as women, like just being a suitable helpmeet to a partner. If you have a husband, it's not a helpmeet in a way that you are lower, but you are the one who who is matching the person, your partner in life, to support. And if you're a single woman, you are sufficient. You are enough. There's power in who you are. So know who you are, accept who you are, accept your uniqueness, and know that you have the power within.
I think you've said it very well to all women out there. Accept who you are and always be in for sure that you understand that you are not just any woman. You are very everybody is a very unique woman in your own right, and you can always stand up for something that you love and spread kindness and love wherever you guys go. And that would be a very good advice for women who would like to make an impact and would like to share some kindness to the people around them. Very well said, Faithlyn. All right, so let's any other comments from the Facebook, Chester?
Yes, so we have a bunch of comments, but I gather some. So we have comment from May saying that I'm so proud to witness a woman so deeply rooted in vision and love. And also we have comment from Lily. You are so inspiring. And of course, we also have comments in YouTube as well, saying like you speak not just from to your mind, but from the heart. And it's a gift that who you are.
Very well said. So Thank you all for your comments and keep them coming if you have any questions or comments. So, over here, we will also like to thank Winona first for joining us tonight, officially thanking her for giving us a very a surprise and to be able to send some words of encouragement all the way back to Philippines to your mom, Faithlyn. Thank you, Winona, and we wish you a good evening. All right. Okay, thank you, Winona. All right, so let's move on with the our session. So our session live stream today has really come to nearly the end, and yes, so
Whew,
you are breathing a sigh of relief. Okay, so thank you again to Faithlyn for your very inspiring story and also for sharing with us some of the insights and some of the knowledge that you have so much and that you have acquired so many years over the years in the networking industry and also in the Pride. I'm sure a lot of us who are listening in have actually gained a lot of knowledge, gained a lot of wisdom actually to know how they can actually stand up for themselves or how they can actually move on despite all the challenges being thrown around them. So thank you again, Faithlyn, all right, and thank you as well, Ninona. And for those of you who are listening in, okay, if you have any similar stories inspiring stories that you would like to share with us, feel free to let us know, share with us. And we also have a campaign, which is the Share Your Story campaign. You are more than welcome to be sharing your success story campaigns or even your life journeys campaign in Prime. And also, if you have any testimonials, all right, product testimonials, health testimonials, you're welcome to share it with us. And then who knows, we'll be featuring your story in our next live stream session. So right now, I would like to just show you guys a slide here, some details of our Share Your Story campaign. As you guys can see from our screen here, this is a monthly campaign, and you guys are more than welcome to share with us some of the stories that you have. Like I mentioned, it could be your life journeys, it could be some business achievements in Prive, or it could even be health testimonials or even any improvements that you've got. Okay, remember to scan this QR code and send it back to us. All right. If you are unable to scan this QR code right now, don't forget to take a screenshot of your phone right now and send it to us later on. All right. So just send it back according to this QR code. It will direct you to a Google Drive and then Google Forms. You will just fill up the particulars and tell us the story. And for those who are sharing with us your story, okay, you stand a chance to actually win a grand prize, which is the iTerra K Pro worth 3,500 US dollar. All right, that's the grand prize. Okay, every month we're gonna choose a grand prize winner. And second prize, we do have iTerra K Premium Plus, which is and also the Scala watch. All right, and on the third prize, we also have giving away one piece of iTerra K Premium Plus. And also, aside from these three prizes, we are also giving another 17 more prizes, which are the ion shields. Very high amount of negative ions to protect you from the harmful particles around. Okay, so let's see. Okay, you guys. Okay, so so thank you again for joining us here, and yes, we would like to invite Faithlyn again to be, let's see. Okay. Yes, Faithlyn, please unmute yourself. And any other comments so far from the social medias coming up, Chester?
Yes, yes, actually, during when I'm talking about the comments, there are more comments coming in. So we have one from Brenda, saying lots of love to you and a sweet, heartwarming session for today's session is very inspiring and heartwarming. Seeing all of you very soon. And of course, Ilan commented, you are a strong lady.
A very strong lady indeed, Faithlyn. Okay. Is that all the comments that we have so far?
Yes, that's all the comments so
Okay.
far.
You guys are feel free to continue commenting on our Facebook post videos, all right, after these sessions, all right. We'll be receiving all the love that you're sending us. So thank you again to Faithlyn for your time and for joining us today's live stream session. Thank you again, Winona, for joining us tonight. And we will see more interviews next round of sessions. Okay, over here we do have an announcement. Next week on Tuesday we will not be having any live stream sessions because it's actually a public holiday here in Malaysia. So we will see you probably the week after that. So stay tuned in our group chat to find out more who will be the next interviewed person, who will be the next guest, and what will the topic be. And we will update you once the time and the date for our next live stream session. So thank you all again for joining us tonight, and thank you to our guests, all right, Faithlyn and Winona, and thank you, Chester, and we wish you a good evening and good night.
Thank you, Alvin and Chester. More power to you and our BOD and our company and the whole Prive community. Blessings to us all.
All right. Thank you all for tuning in and see you guys soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Medical disclaimers. iTerra Classic and iTerra Pro are not medical devices. The information provided on our website is for educational purposes only and does not substitute for professional medical advice. Please consult a medical professional or healthcare provider if you are seeking medical advice, diagnoses, or treatment. Prive International shall not be liable for risks or issues associated with using or acting upon the information on our website. Prive International shall not be liable or responsible for the actions, misrepresentations, or negligence of our members who are independent contractors.